Hello, everybody. Clever Clairvoyant taking me here today. Woo! Cho almost shaved his head this morning. I tell him I completely understand because of this humidity that's going on right now is making me want to shave my head as well. And he slept with his hair in a silk bonnet last night, so his hair was like perfect. And then the second he stepped outside, it went, boop, you know. Come on, welcome to the club, Cho. God damn it, what happened? I like got my plug all fucked up. Come on, go back to your home. Well, anyways, hello, happy Wednesday. There we go. Yes, I update. Let me see here. Getting my windshield fixed tomorrow. Today, Piper does not have the witch hat on because it got all wet yesterday, and it's fine. But her hair seems to be holding up really well in the rain. So, we're checking it out. So, let's see here. Boop boop. There's not really much to update. So that's the only thing that sucks about me doing this every single day is that some days during the week it's like, well, not much happened. Yeah, yesterday I just really tried to chill out and just do housework and shit. So that's what I did. So today, let's just get started with all of this. So I don't know if you hear this noise, it's one of these. I have fidget stuff at every station. I think I have those magnets somewhere. Yeah. Like these. I am a fidgeter. So come to find out, if you guys ever want to research stuff, my beautiful friend Xtina kind of dropped the seed, which led me to, when I did see it, extremely hone in on it. She just texted me one day, Lost Girls, because she's the cryptic Virgo like she is. And I was like, what the hell is that about? And then today, finally, I saw stuff about it on TikTok. And it's about my age of girls were not even considered or diagnosed or at all even looked at for ADHD. It wasn't until 2002, which is the year before I graduated high school, that they did their first research on a girl. So I don't even think I said ADHD, but whatever, it's for ADHD. I have been struggling a lot lately, and I have been watching, obviously, TikToks and stuff, and I 100% know I have ADHD, and it explains everything. Because I remember going to the teachers back when I was in high school being like, why do I fall asleep during tests? It's because I had that hyper focus thing that would happen, and I would get so focused to a meditative state that I would fall asleep. No joke. I used to fail everything. I was a very, very smart person. And if I was somehow able to stay awake in tests, I did very good. I never studied really. So yeah. Next time I go to the doctor, which will be in like a month or so, probably, I am going to talk to him about that because I don't want to be on more pills, but I also am kind of like, what would it be like if my brain worked normal, you know? And I know that, like, I've done the medicinal way my whole life. Whatever, smoking weed. And now that I have actually been able to go to a dispensary and be like, I want sativa, this helps with this, it's exactly like makes my brain work. So, I'm in a bit of a pickle with that because I take so many pills and I'm just constantly taking more, and I'm just so over like fucking side effects and whatever. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on with all of that. I will, I'm sure, keep you guys all updated. But I've been really struggling with this a lot lately. And yeah. So if you guys are like me and you're a woman in your later 30s, oh, that's so gross to say that. And you've never diagnosed yourself, or you've never been diagnosed with ADHD, yeah, I guess welcome to the club, because there's a fuckload of us, and it's really easy to not diagnose females because fuck us, I guess. I've been on this kick, and it might be because I started watching Handmaid's Tale again, but I've been on this kick of really like fucking hating men again. And this happened last time when I watched it. It's normal for me, I guess, but like I just have such a hard time getting treated unfairly, because in my head it's like, it's 2021, you stupid old fucking white Q-tip fucking people, men who think that they can rule everything and treat me like shit just because I have yellow hair. Like, something happens inside of me. It's the same thing that happens if someone like says something mean to my nephew, or if someone says a racial slur about my boyfriend. Like, it's a fire that happens inside of my like soul, and I want to rip them to shreds. But it's been extremely apparent lately for me, just because, you know, we're dealing with the whole Asian aspect of the coronavirus and the racial stuff, and having, like, me and Cho have been in public a little bit more. And now I've been with his family so much, so I'm hearing all these stories. But yeah, so this anger thing is a new thing for me. And I find myself accidentally flipping off people in public and like getting really pissed off and whatever. So I don't know, I guess that like crazy Aunt Kathy, who just passed away, like she would say, she was like, who the fuck cares what other people think? If they're gonna piss you off, they're gonna hear about it. Like, she would not give a shit. And I've always been that way. I've always been the like, I don't care what people think, and I really do kind of like adapt to that mentality. But it's not nice, and I feel I am going to have bad karma, hence to why my windshield got broke after I flipped off a cashier for mansplaining me. So, help! I don't know what to do. But yeah, so there's all that. That's the update, I guess. Sorry that we didn't have a podcast this week for the Witch's Tea. Guys, I don't know what's gonna happen. My schedule is changing, and because today's his last day of school. Yay! So from here on out, he's gonna be home every night. So that's fine, but here I am, living room, dining room, like, we don't have room. This is why I need the she shed, and like calling the bank every day. Come on, guys, let's do this. Let's get this moving. Let's go. You know, like, I'm ready. And so I don't know what we're going to do. And so I'm trying to move all my clients to be during the day. So if you guys were looking to book a session and you're like, why does she not have any nights? This is why. I don't have a space to do my sessions right now by like alone. And Cho being here is fine. I've gotten used to it. I've done lots of sessions around him, but I want to make sure that I'm giving peak adequate service. So yeah, I'm trying to go earlier. So setting appointments, like I have an appointment tomorrow at like 9 something. That is not normal for me, but whatever. So let's get started. Today, Wednesday, May 19th, the sun is in Taurus, the moon is in Leo, and then in the afternoon we move into Virgo. So last day of Taurus season is on this day. So we are at full-blown toothpaste time, squeezing all that Taurus energy, eat all of the things you can, comfort, bath time, whatever you can think of. Self-care to the max is going to be appreciated in this day. So don't give up. This has very, like, anytime we switch seasons, it's that like really harsh energy. I don't know if you've ever known this, and I don't know if there's statistics out there. I'm sure there is, but a lot of suicides happen at the end of seasons. And the only reason I say that is because it's usually coming out of a water season is when it's the most intense. So this, it just feels a lot more pressury because of Taurus, earth wise. So moving into Virgo moon and then heading into Gemini season, here goes our mind into overdrive. It's like we've been like all grounded and content, everything is fine, and then someone comes and lays like a fuckload of paperwork on our desk, and it's like, you never did this. What is wrong with you? This needs to be done now. Like that's that feel of like, oh my god, I can't do this. Oh my god, like that feeling. So, your mind can take over. Venus is trining Saturn, so Venus and Gemini and Saturn in Aquarius, they're pairing with each other today. So we really feel the change, and there's kind of a little bit of anxiety with that because remember our mind is picking up. So it's like overthinking about every single little thing right here. So making time for self-care or your egos are going to go flying. You have to make sure that you are taking downtime in some parts today. The moon is going to be opposing Jupiter, so embracing hermit energy is what's going to be needed. That will bring you good luck. So that's not normal. Go embrace hermit time and you will have good luck. Take care of your body in some way today. So like get it moving, exercise, do some yoga, do some stretches. Maybe do that meditation where you like tense all your muscles and then bring it out, you know. Doing something like that is going to be extremely beneficial today. I have such a busy day on Wednesday. I'm a little bit sad that it's like, damn it, it's Hermit Day and Claire doesn't get to take any participation. Oh yeah, we need runes. So yeah, that's the astrology. So Wednesday, May 19th, the rune for the day. Oh man, we never get this. It looks like the N, kind of. Let me make sure. There's no H's. Okay. Disruption. Hagalaz. Disruptive natural forces. Hail. We're actually supposed to get like thunderstorms tomorrow, so that's why I'm laughing. Change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. Drawing it indicates pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification with material reality and to experience the world of the archetypal mind. The rune of elemental disruption of events that seem to be totally beyond our control. Hagalaz is only an upright position, and yet it always operates through reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruptions, for it is the Great Awakener. Although the form of the awakening may vary. Perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming into your senses, though you are emerging from a long sleep. Then again, the onset of power may be such as to rip away the fabric of what you previously knew as your reality. Your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationships, or your beliefs. Be aware, however, what operates here is not ultimately an outside force, not a situation of you at the mercy of externals. Your own nature is creating what is happening. So, what is within you is without you, remember? So, you are not without your power. The inner strength you have founded until now in your life is supported and guided this time when everything you've taken for granted is being challenged. The more severe disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements for your growth. Another cycle of the rune's terms is radical discontinuity. Best describes the action of Hagalaz. It is the most forceful. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. I love that they put that last sentence always in there because that's the one that I usually use because it sums it all up. So, the universe and your soul demand for growth. No pressure. Okay, let's do an affirmator card because we haven't done one of those in forever. We always do those abundance ones. Oh, man. I feel like I don't even know what to talk about right now. I just feel like life has been just, for lack of better words, hard. Like, it's not been easy lately. Obviously, that's what hard means. Everyone's a teacher. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The one who gives me the fun lessons are the ones that I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call assholes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I am thanking the assholes. Thank you, assholes, for playing your part and making me a better person. So if you get irritated in any way, remember that this somehow is teaching you a lesson. It's teaching you something. It's hard. That's hard. Ooh, my God. Oh, Ethel's running. Sorry. Ethel and Beasley are my red chickens. Ethel, just because it is like a perfect chicken name. Every time I've ever had chickens, there's always been an Ethel. And Beasley for Pam Beasley. We have Dwight and Angela, the ducks. Ursula, because she's the black and white speckled chicken. And Ratchet, Miss Ratchet, Bet, and Dot. I know I've probably said these before, but it's from American Horror Story. Oh God, I was like, why am I sitting? Let's put this away. Okay, so we kind of got a little bit of two cards with this. So the wizard is on the bottom. That's the whole what is within you is without you, as above, so below. It's that manifesting card. The last day of Taurus season, hella manifesting energy. We got to pay attention to that. But I'm going to read the light card. So those of you that are listening and watching this podcast, you're the only ones that are going to hear that wizard information. All right, the light. When drawing the light in a reading, oh, I don't know why I'm reading this right now. I haven't even drawn the other ones. Oh, well. When drawing the light in a reading, it speaks to the revealing and illuminating of something that is hidden. This is a total illumination of lifting of the veil in order to vividly clarify something previously murky or confusing. Further, this is the creative light, and it also describes that this illuminating power may encompass a new illuminating solution as well. This creative power is infinite. It is a reminder that spirit is always with you. Okay. Spirit is with you. Lifting the veil to illuminate something confusing. Remember, I said earlier that in this astrology on this day, it's going to be confusing. So it seems like it's going to be a little bit messy. Everything's going to be kind of all over the place. And then we're going to have this illuminating like, oh, I just need to do that. Or, oh, I missed that part. Something like that. That was easy. The moth. This is weird. Last night, Cho was totally fascinated by a moth outside. And Chucky was on the inside trying to play with it through the door. It was literally like right here. And it was a big fucking moth. So that's weird. That's weird. I'm gonna do, let's do a Kuan Yin card today. For the last one. Guys, I get the last piece. Well, not really. I have to get the propane still. But the last piece that I had to order for my redneck hot tub. I'm so excited. Those of you that don't know, I have a bathtub in my front yard and I'm gonna take baths in it. And I bought all of these like attachments and stuff to put shit underneath it. I'm so excited. So to have a like full bathtub, because the bathtub that's here is like that deep. It literally doesn't even cover my legs. It sucks. The Princess of Poppies. Okay, let's read the moth. Impulsive, hasty, wishful. The moth is sure that the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we are attracted to the easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It is helpful to remind the moth's personality that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practicing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. I'm repeating that. Practicing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. How many times do we all do that? Are we always like, God, like I just said, life is hard. Oh. Like, why am I choosing to see life that way instead of, oh my gosh, look at all of this stuff that's going on. It's conjuring up this beautiful life for me. I don't know what's going to be coming of it. I don't know what the whatever, but yeah. Okay, so we're in balance, we're enthusiastic and whimsical. When we're out of balance, we're idolizing others or jittery. To bring it into balance is to finish a project. Okay, so if there's any projects, also, this just reminded me of something, so hang on. If there's any projects that you guys need to be finishing, make sure that you're doing that now. That is going to help with this momentum, boost some Jupiter stuff. Creativity, remember, is a giant thing for this week. So there's that for the moth energy. Before I go on, I want to say, oh fuck, I didn't even write any of that down. Hang on. Hasty, self-care, and finish a project. Okay. I had to cancel my summer solstice, because we scheduled it for Father's Day. Completely blew that off. I did not understand that. I didn't pay attention, whatever. So it's Father's Day. There's no other day we can do it. I think I might have said this on yesterday's podcast. I can't remember right now. But yeah, just wanted to say I officially cancel it. I have nothing planned right now. I do have a couple in July. The 2 moons in July, we can do them out at my friend or at my client's house. I would like to. But I don't know. Something is like holding me a little bit back. So I'm embracing it. Okay, the Princess of the Red Poppies. In a reading, it is time to move on from the past as a new person. A new life is possible for you. And it is not in some distant future. It's already begun, or very soon will do. Trust in your inner perceptions. Given your thorough dreams, intuitions, symbols, or signs that seem to just speak to you at a deeper intuitive level. These are real, accurate, and a natural part of your own higher intelligence. You do not have to be afraid or resist your growing perceptive abilities. Really. If you have been praying for insight, expanded intuition, or psychic awakening, understand your work with dreams for an ability to go in and out of trances safely with some degree of consciousness to be able to guide others into hypnosis or a meditation for safe opening of your inner sight or psychic vision. Then your prayers are being answered. If you've had helpful insight about your past, no matter how far-fetched, strange it may seem, this oracle brings you to confirmation and trust that insight allow it to help and move on. And likewise, to trust any unconditional, loving versions of for your future, of your future. Okay. So it says, I bring you the gift of expanded perception, being able to see the past, present, and future more clearly. As you see the higher truth, you will experience relief and peace and inspiration. Allow me to help you leave the past behind you and find happiness in the now and open up to the beautiful future ahead of you. Okay. Princess of Red Poppies. There's a song. I gotta figure it out real quick. And this is probably gonna get me fucked up on YouTube. Okay. Because I used to be obsessed with Marcy's Playground in the 90s. Like, you know, you had a few couple CDs that you just listened to over and over and over because that was how we got music at first, kind of like how people did with records. Well, this was one of them, and I like distinctively remember putting the CD on in the boombox and then going and swimming all day on at the lake and just listening to the CD over and over. But it's a song called Poppies. So, listen to that song. Maybe it has something to do with something. So, okay. The Poppies thing is saying we are getting a different perspective on the past to be done with it forever. Okay, so this is interesting because I don't think I've said this to you guys, so warning. Next Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to probably be behind. Podcast wise is going to get all messed up again next week, but I'm going to Colorado again for what I said about earlier. Whatever. I don't care if I'm saying that on here. But the real reason is because me and my friend, we need to kind of like have a spiritual retreat, a gypsy trip of sorts, where we have undivided attention, which will be for 16 hours stuck in a car with each other to just take out everything in our life, make sense of it, and then categorize and put it back in. This is something that ever since I've known her, we've done this. But we both moved in with our Libras, born the same year, have all the same placements at the almost same time. She's engaged, ready to like be getting married. We're going to look at wedding dresses this week. I'm so excited. But anyways, this is going to be a huge trip for her, unraveling a bunch of stuff for her, and then a huge trip for me, unraveling a bunch of stuff for me, because I had a repressed memory come up just recently. I don't remember if I said this on the podcast, that I was raped. I don't think I said that on the podcast because that felt weird coming out of there. So I've talked about numerous times that I had a repressed memory that I was molested around when I was like 23-ish, I think, 25. No, it was like 27 because it was my golden birthday. Nope, it was before that. So it was like 25. It was probably like 25. That one, 100% had no memory of it at all. And it just popped up when another person was telling me their story about how they were molested. It was so freakishly similar that it just made, I had to leave work, I had to, whatever. So this one, kind of the same thing happened, but it was a mixture of a couple different things. Like I accidentally said the words out loud to the person that we're going on a trip with, that I'm going on a trip, Cho's staying home. I just said it out loud, and then through another client, I was reminded of everything else. So mine's like a huge little layered thing, and that only happened 11 years ago. So now I'm kind of unpacking all of that, seeing what it's attached to. I know it's attached to shame and guilt and all kinds of like abundance and whatever, but I am so fucking excited. Who says this? Some Scorpio bullshit, to dig into this past and really like get rid of it. It's going to be a very uncomfortable, crying, crazy, weird gypsy trip that we're on, but we got some work to do, and it's going to be a spiritual retreat, and it's so needed because people like us, because she's a therapist, and I'm a coach, so we don't utilize each other's services as much as we should. So now we've kind of like made it a goal. Okay, we're going to do this every couple months, and we're going to do this spiritual retreat of sorts because one, need to go to Colorado because fuck Pete frickets. And I we need to do that. We need to like sort out our lives. People, I have said this numerous times. Yes, a lot of people do need therapy a lot. They have mental disorders or whatever, and it's something that they need to maintain levelness. Totally get it, understandable. Then there are people like myself in the moment right now. Not saying that I won't need it earlier or later or whatever, but right now, I have been only needing help really when these repressed memories come out. So when this repressed memory came out, I'm like, fuck. And it's been just like messing me up, getting cold sores, getting stressed out, breaking windshields, all this stuff, because I don't function well when something comes out of the closet and is like, pay attention to me. Hey, you never dealt with this 11 years ago. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And hopefully, by me sharing this, guys, you guys do the same thing. And soon, the whole purpose of me getting this she shed is so I can offer this to another person. So you can book the she shed as like an Airbnb spiritual retreat, and you can come stay out here for almost like 2 full days. And I will be able to really just kind of like nurture you, take care of you, to unravel this with you, like, because I know how beneficial it is, and I don't have time like a normal person to just be doing once a week sessions for a fucking stranger, to sit in a clinical office. Mainly, it's a man. Okay, I have a little bit of what is that word? Biased or just triggery. The first therapist that I ever saw, before I even sat down in his office, the first thing he said, "So, how long have you been morbidly obese?" I just walked out. And the girl that was at the reception, she's like, "Oh, yeah, you didn't pay." And I was like, "I didn't do anything. Fuck you." And I just walked away. Ah! So that is what I'm trying to help. Women, I apologize. Unless I really know you and you're a man, then you can come. But I don't feel safe. Men treat women like shit. And that is what I'm trying to kind of like take out of the equation, is that I want to make sure that women feel safe in opening up and having a space to be able to get messy and emotional and and make sense of it. Think of it as like just like a yarn mess in here. We're going to take it all out and then ravel it all back up and put it away in the box that it should be in. So, I talked a lot today. Here we come, Gemini season. But anyways, back to all of this stuff. So we have the Haga laws, which is disruptive natural forces. Just change. Change is going to happen. Spirit's with us with that light energy, and it's going to kind of like lift off some confusion. The moth is saying, don't be too crazy, don't act too hasty, just focus on self-care instead. And then the Princess of Red Poppies is that we're getting a different perspective on something from the past to really heal it and be done with it. So this is going to be a pretty intense day. When we shift from Taurus to Gemini, from Leo to Virgo, guys, this is some big Mercury shit, and it's a big deal. Plus, remember, we have Saturn going retrograde later, and Mercury going retrograde next week. Like, we have a lot of shit going on. So Take it easy on yourself. Pay attention to you. What do you need? How do you need self care? What is that? What do you need? So if you'd like to book any services, guys, go to my link in my bio, the link tree. It takes you to the website, takes you to my Facebook. You can book sessions through either of those. I have been having a lot of people randomly text message me and ask me to book a session. They're like, when's your next medium session? Guys, I don't have time to go into my calendar and look for you to you figure out, like, you go do it yourself. Go click on the book now, look at the calendar, you look at your schedule. Why do I have to be involved? That's why I have it that way. So do it that way. Sorry if you hate it, but that's, I mean, seriously, energy wise, you don't want me to do that because I get pissed off at you then. So that's everything. Happy Wednesday. This was a lot. I love you. And I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. And I will see you